Hello everyone, so for this video I'm going to be showing you how to create the Peirce law plot, which shows the relationship between absorbance and concentration. And for this video, to kind of help show the process fairly quick, I've already generated this table, which this contains my concentration information, and those are the lambda max that I will show you how to get in a second. So to help also this process go quicker, I've already organized my table where I have my wavelength. I have all the different concentrations that I've generated from the experiment or the data collected for the different observance under those different concentrations, which in case you're giving those concentration in percentages like I was, you have to convert to concentration. But all this information I will show in another video. So to make this process, what you're going to do first is you're going to need to generate your wavelength versus observance graph, and what you're going to do is highlight all those columns, and then you're going to click insert, you're going to go to scatter, and then you're going to choose the graph with the smooth lines like so. I'm not going to edit the table for the sake of this video, but in this upcoming video I will show you how to edit this graph. What the information we need to calculate the Peirce law plot, we need to find the lambda max. So those are those kind of highest point of those curves. So you see there's one over here, you go down and boom, there's another lambda max right over here, and boom, there's another lambda max right over here. So you need to find what wavelength are those lambda max presents at. So in this case, the lambda max is at around 226, 225. And since I've already done this experiment, I know exactly that the lambda max is at around 225. And yes, this is where the lambda max is. The lambda max is over here, is at around 200, with the 189, it's exactly at around 283. Again, because I've already determined. And the lambda max is at around over here to 422. To be precise, it's exactly at around 411 for this curve, if you say. So once you determine your lambda max, what you do is, so we said for the first one, the lambda max is at around 225. You go to your wavelength and you find 225, and 225 is right around here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna highlight all of this information, and what you can do is copy and paste it, and then this information you just plug in right over here going down. So the 1.17, 0.82, 0.62, etc. You're going to do the same thing for this observance at 283. So again, you go to your wavelength, you find 283. 283 right over here, and again you copy those information down and you put them in this table, and then you just put them in this order, and you do the same thing. Once you have all this information, what you do is you highlight everything, then you click insert, scatter, and click on this scatter graph like so. And what you're going to do is you're going to generate a trend, add a trend line, and you're going to click linear, and then you're going to do the same thing. This might be tricky because they're so close to each other, but linear, and you might have to zoom in because you see how the gray and the orange are fairly close to each other, and you're gonna add this line also, this linear line, This is how to create the graph in a, what's the saying, in a nut piece, whatever it is. I don't know. And then if you want to go ahead and be fancy, I guess, you can go ahead and first of all, you're gonna add your information, but if you want to edit the lines, I guess, I always like to have my colors in black, and I really like solid lines. Okay, solid lines. And then what I like to differentiate between those 2 points, just change the markers. So we click marker and marker option for this one, fill in, and then you can, I guess, do triangle or whatever, and you can change the color of those. So you can change it to red. Yay! Look at that. And then you can go ahead and do the same thing for the other ones. You might have to zoom in just to click on the lines, I guess. Okay. So you can change it to black as well. You can go ahead and you can lines, and then you click over here on the dash type. You can have it solid. This is all preference. And I just like to change, I'll have them consistent and just change the structure of the, what is it called? The marker. And I don't know, let's do, I guess, you can even add image of your own, but let's do that, I guess. And let's change the color to green. And I guess no fill. No, 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 no. Automatic. Whatever. I meant no fill for this. Line, marker, marker option, fill, no fill. And the marker, we want to change it to green. This is just like a silly thing. You don't have to be that, precise with this, I guess. It's just, I like to play around with those type of things. Solid. And then same thing. Dash type. Whatever, and you can keep it. And you can get rid of those grids if you want. Oh no, don't get rid of the whole graph. But yes, that's in a way. You can also organize those, like you can put them to the top right, and you can show the legend without overlapping. You can just like make them smaller. Oh no. Command Z. Just got rid of the lines. You can change the font of them, etc. So yeah, you can play around with this. The final graph should look, well, the final graph looked like this for me. And oh, I will show you how to generate, how to get your y-axis and the r value. So you click over here, you click on the line you generated, and you have to do that for each one of those lines. And the set intercept, and not set intercept, display the chart on, display equation on the chart, and display the r squared. And what you do is you just get rid of this v value and you just kind of keep the slope. And so yeah, this is how you generate a Peirce law plot. I hope this helped in a way.